Welcome to Immigration News. Today, we'll be discussing the latest updates on the wait time for interviews. The estimated wait time to receive an non-immigrant visa interview appointment at a U.S. embassy or consulate and is based on workload and staffing and can vary from week to week. The information provided is an estimate and does not guarantee the availability of an appointment. Wait time for interview waiver. Wait times for applicants eligible for interview waiver are applicable only for locations where applicants schedule appointments to submit their passports and any required documents to a U.S. embassy or consulate. The wait time estimate does not account for the time required for a consular officer to adjudicate the application, nor the mailing time of passports or other documents. Refer to the website of the Embassy or Consulate Visa section, where you will apply to determine your eligibility for the interview waiver and for instructions for submitting an non-immigrant visa application. Note that applicants must be a national or resident of the country where they are applying to be eligible to apply via interview waiver. Qualifications for an expedited interview appointment. Consular sections overseas may be able to expedite your interview date if there is an urgent, unforeseen situation such as a funeral, medical emergency, or school start date. The process to request an expedited non-immigrant visa interview varies by location. You should refer to the instructions on the website of the Embassy or Consulate Visa section where you will interview or on their online appointment scheduling site. You will need to provide proof of the need for an earlier appointment. Administrative processing. These estimates do not include the time required for administrative processing, which may affect some applications. When administrative processing is required, the timing will vary based on the individual circumstances of each case. Administrative processing information. There are only two possible outcomes for U.S. visa applications. The consular officer will either issue or refuse the visa. If a visa applicant has not established that he or she is eligible for a visa, the consular officer must refuse that application. However, some refused visa applications may require further administrative processing. When administrative processing is required, the consular officer will inform the applicant at the end of the interview. The duration of the administrative processing will vary based on the individual circumstances of each case. At the conclusion of the administrative processing period, the consular officer might conclude that an applicant is now qualified for the visa for which he or she applied. The officer may also conclude that the applicant remains ineligible for a visa. Visa applicants are reminded to apply early for their visas, well in advance of the anticipated travel date. About visa processing wait times, non-immigrant visa applicants. Information about non-immigrant visa wait times for interviews and visa processing timeframes are shown on this website, as well as on U.S. Embassy and consulate websites worldwide. It should be noted that the wait times for a non-immigrant visa to be processed information by country does not include the time required for administrative processing. Processing wait time also does not include the time required to return the passport to applicants by either courier services or the local mail system. In addition, it is important to thoroughly review all information on the specific embassy or consulate visa section website for local procedures and instructions, such as how to make an interview appointment. Embassy and consulate websites will also explain any additional procedures for students, exchange visitors, and those persons who need an earlier visa interview appointment. That's it for today's episode of Immigration News. We hope this information was helpful to you. If you have any questions, please feel free to leave a comment below. Thank you for watching.